Inspired by a love of rugby and fashion, we produce clothing that's manufactured to the highest standards and has a unique concept that's derived from the rich history of rugby football. Being inducted into the Rugby League Hall of Fame is the highest honour to which any player can aspire. To commemorate the Hall of Fame, Ellis Rugby are producing an exclusive heritage clothing collection to celebrate the magical careers of four truly outstanding players: Johnny Whiteley MBE, Alex Murphy OBE, Lewis Jones and Brian Bevan. Johnny Whiteley MBE captained his hometown club Hull FC from 1956, and that same year the team won the league championship when Colin Hutton kicked a last-minute penalty in the final against Halifax at Maine Road, Manchester. In 1958 Hull FC won the playoffs again against Workington Town. Our designs include a jersey and polo shirt inspired by those two famous victories. Alex Murphy OBE captained St Helens in the 21-2 victory over Wigan in the 1966 Challenge Cup final at Wembley, in front of a crowd of 98,536. He'd already won a Challenge Cup with Saints in 1961 when they also defeated Wigan. In 1971, having left Saints, he joined Lee and once again took the team to Wembley, where they defeated Leeds 24-7. A successful spell at Warrington was capped off with the team's 24-9 victory over Featherstone Rovers in the 1974 final. Our designs include a jersey and polo shirt inspired by the St Helens success in 1966 and the Warrington victory of 1974. Both Johnny Whiteley and Alex Murphy were key players in the Great Britain Rugby League Lions Ashes victory over Australia in 1958. Whiteley packed down in the second row alongside Dig Hoodout with Vince Corelius at loose forward. At half-time in the second test, the Australian doctor told Captain Prescott to come off the field as he'd broken his arm. He refused and played the majority of the game simply doing the tackling with his left shoulder. His heroics have gone down in history, referred to the game as Prescott's epic. In the third test, Murphy was once again outstanding. The 19-year-old St Helens scrum half tormented the home side and was rightly awarded man of the match. So Great Britain wrapped up the 1958 Ashes series with a comprehensive 40-17 win over Australia, with over 68,000 packed into the Sydney Cricket Ground. Our vintage quarter zipper, sweat top, jersey and t-shirt celebrate one of the greatest Great Britain Rugby League Lions teams. In November 1952, Lewis Jones signed for Leeds from Welsh Rugby Union for a record £6,000. In 1956-57 season, he scored a record 496 points. Leeds also reached Wembley with Jones playing in the centres. They beat Barrow 9-7 before a crowd of 76,318. This season was a great success for Leeds. As well as the Challenge Cup, they also won the Yorkshire League competition. For the most of the year, the team wore the unfamiliar blue jersey with amber V. But for the Wembley trip they reverted to the traditional jersey. We include these heritage style designs in our polo and jersey. Brian Bevan played most of his career in Britain. Although he was never selected to represent his native Australia in a test match, he did mesmerise the Kangaroo touring sides with his guile and skill for almost 2 decades. In all, he scored 796 tries in his career in Britain, a world record by a rugby player of either code. He scored 740 for Warrington. Bevan played in Warrington's 19-0 victory over Widnes in the 1950 Challenge Cup final, and the kit worn by Captain Harry Bath's team inspired our jersey design. Bevan also played in the Workington team that beat Halifax in the final replay in 1954 at Odsill in front of a record crowd of 102,575. The result will be an exceptional range of heritage fashion garments inspired by the legends from the Rugby League Hall of Fame. We now need your support to reach our minimums for manufacturing. It couldn't be simpler. Your pledge pays for a garment or garments of your choice, and with your support it will allow me to manufacture this exciting range. We're hoping to create our piece of history with these unique products, and with every sale a donation is made by Ellis Rugby to the charity Rugby League Cares that helps players transition out of the sport and supports past and present players who are enduring poor health or hardship.